Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. Um, kind of iffy with me. Yeah, most definitely. Um, where do I start? My body is just really sore. Uh, Hands are stiff. I know it's partly because of the work I've been doing at work and then the sitting I've been doing. Um, Combination of both, really. I include the sitting because of my neck back here with that car accident that I had back in 2017. All those muscles are getting flared up with all the computer work that I've been doing, especially yesterday. I did a lot, but I'm finally starting to get to the training stuff that I should have been getting from the get-go. Um, Learning about the different kinds of tiles. I saw that there's a couple of training videos on the system that, basically ordering system that we have to use to do to order, custom stuff, like customized blinds, the carpeting, tiles and so forth. I'm not talking about the boxes of tiles that are special order that are not sold in store. Talking about, installs. That's what I'm trying to think of. So, how to do all of that and so forth. There's a couple of videos on that system. There's also a video or I should be saying training modules on the phone system. I'm not talking about, hello, that's phone system. I'm talking about the actual, cell phone basically that we use in store where we scan barcodes and talk to other associates and take pictures of the bays, with issues with the bays, doing inventory, locating items, all that stuff. There's a video on that, or training module, excuse me, on that. So it's like finally I'm starting to get to it now, and then I'm then also signed up for a couple of classes, training classes on selling carpeting, So I'm finally starting to get to all of this stuff that I should have been being taught from the get-go. I guess all the bitching I've been doing, it's been helping. It's just been a bit frustrating, but between that and then ordering items for people, it's like, just order it. Why do you have to come into the store? I don't get it. It's like you can order it yourself up online, people. I don't know. But anyway, that computer work, it's taken its toll on my neck and those muscles back there. And I know that's what it is. I've had the same issues with trying to do computer work since I've had that accident. And it's the same identical muscles. I really need to get to Whole Foods, or at least order. People are going to be home today, tomorrow. Or maybe I can just send Angie. One or the other. I really need them. And I need a jar. So I can massage it all into... So I can mix it all and massage it all into my neck muscles. Because they are hurting really bad. Definitely getting some inflammation a little bit in my chest. My hands are... Maybe I should trade in my gloves for some a little bit bigger size gloves. Maybe that might help. Maybe they're a little bit too tight or something. I'm not too sure because they just keep getting stiff, with the work that I've been doing in the bays or down the aisles. Legs are a little bit stiff, and my feet definitely. I need some different shoes. I mean, I don't mind wearing my hiking boots because it helps protect my ankles, especially in case of tripping or whatever, and on that matter. But yeah, my feet are a little bit sore. Maybe just a matter of working the muscles in my legs and feet. I'm not entirely too sure, but I don't want to say I'm feeling the strain or anything. I'm realizing I know part of it is my own self. Let's face it, I've been through a lot in the last couple of years, especially the last year. But I don't know. I just feel like that I need what I really need to do, and I figure, and I did have the opportunity yesterday. I knew what I needed to find, and I just sat down and started to try and find it myself. I'm talking about the computer with things. But I feel like what I need to do, what I need an opportunity to do, instead of it being, okay, this is a specific situation and you're going to do this, 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 and this. Well, this is a specific situation. You know what I mean? Treat it more, okay, well, basically that's what it is. It's computer software. But I feel like that I'm being taught with a specific situation that it should be, straight across the board with things. Well, that's not the case because I notice, like, for instance, with what I was being taught yesterday or what I was doing yesterday, the task that I was completing yesterday, this is for this specific case. It's not something that's being done for every single time that something is being done. So I don't know. Like, for instance, I have no idea what HDMS is. What the fuck is it? you know? What I don't know. I just want to be shown. Okay, let's look at it from this standpoint. This is Photoshop. Okay? This is Microsoft Word. This is okay. If you want to find a file or if you want to access your file, okay, you go find, you go up to File, Open File. If you want to save a file, you go to File, save it. Give it a name. This is where you place it, so on and so forth. Okay. I think I'm figuring out the disconnect, even with myself. That's why I like doing these videos, because I can talk it out and get the brain churning. I need to learn the system. It's just the system itself. What it's for, I kind of get it now, what it's for or whatever. But yeah, I think I'm getting it. Okay. I think I'm getting where, because what really triggered my brain also is when I was doing some teaching and I was thrown a class to teach, and I mean it was basically basic computer stuff. And for me, because I've been doing it so long, okay, yeah, because I have been doing it for so long, it's like, well, you should automatically know how to do this, you know. Yeah, okay, I see it. Karma is coming back around. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Okay, and I need to look at it from, and I understand it. Okay, and where my frustration is and where her frustration is and so forth. I get it now. Karma coming back around. This Libra full moon has been a bit intense, uh, leading up to it and so forth. It has been a bit intense. I see that. Um, there was a post. First woke up. Actually, I've only been awake for about 45 minutes. But when I first woke up, I had that inkling to go up on my, I think it was my Instagram account. That's where I seen it. And there was a post, I think it's from Healing Energy Tools, talking about the Libra full moon. But the post was like a day old, and because it was talking about, oh, the Libra full moon tomorrow, which is today. And with it opening up, those mirrors. So if you, yeah, and my personal account is wide open now. I used to have privacy settings on it, but it's wide open now. So if you go up, well, because I didn't share it, so never mind. I'm still waking up. Sorry, folks. Just go up on Healing Energy Tools, okay? Either their Facebook account or their Instagram account, and look for a post where they're talking about the Libra full moon and opening up mirrors. You'll see what I'm talking about. Um, for me, it was like a trigger for the shadow stuff, especially with what I've been dealing with the trauma that I've been through over the last year and everything, especially right there. Um, Pretty much the things that I went through since last summer. It's all still fresh in my mind, especially the stuff that happened just before I left. The last couple of months, giving everything up, having to walk away from the storage unit, all, having to sell everything, and I'll admit, in some ways, I'm pushing myself. I'm trying to force myself to make decisions. Hi. I'm trying to force myself to make decisions on things um, that I have no business making decisions on yet. It's only been a few weeks since I started this job. Um, but I'll admit, I also feel like I'm being pressured to be further on down the road than what I am, but I also realize that I'm not getting the training. And that came out in the meeting the other night. I'm not getting the training that I should be getting. And I know that. Um, and I don't know what questions I should be asking because I don't know what there is with questions that there should be. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm seeing it. Okay. The more I'm talking it out and so forth, what more I'm waking up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm seeing it. Because here in many ways, I'm feeling like it's me, and it's not. Um, and I just need to hash it out in my head. I know which direction I need to do, which direction I need to go, and so forth. I did spend quite a bit of time on the computer yesterday, especially once I saw what sort of training modules that I'm finally getting and everything. It's like, okay, yeah, I just want to sit there and take things in. It's like, oh, okay. It's like yesterday I was learning about the different kinds of tiles that there are, the ceramic, the porcelain, um, um, so on and so forth. Of course, taking this all in and having it stick in my pea brain, it's like, all right, yeah, what sort of tiles that you should be using, where, whether you can use, oh yeah, there's the glass tiles, and then there's, which type of tiles you should be using, where, like, okay. I wish there was a way, I don't know, maybe I might have to ask that question to see, um, if there's a way to be able to go back and re-access education stuff. So I can go back and re-watch things again, maybe something that didn't quite stick or whatever. Or maybe it's like, well, okay, maybe I got it the first time, but then it's like, maybe not. Maybe I need to go back and rewatch, take a little bit better notes or something. Yeah. Yeah. hmm I'll have to ask that. I'll have to see if that one person is available, and I can ask her if there's a way I can do that. So I can go back and rewatch some things and so forth. Yeah. Or maybe it's something that I thought was insignificant at that point, but it's like, maybe it's not. Yeah. Okay. I've got things churning in my brain a little bit more. So, but of course, I show up, and then it's like, oh well, I have it in my brain with what I want to, you know. Then it's just like, no, you need to learn this. It's like, well, no, not no, because I have questions about this. That's been happening too. That's what I mean. It's like there's just so much coming at me from different directions. I get focused on this. This is what I want to be focusing on because this is where my brain is. But then it's like, and then it's like, okay, that's all new info. Yeah, I know where my frustrations are and so forth. And excuse me, and I'll admit, I've been wondering if maybe, because of what I've, rushed with, well, let's face it, okay, I dealt with everything out there. I went from one thing to another, to another, to another, to another. Losing the storage unit, almost becoming homeless, having to be selling everything, making the decision of whether I was going to make the move out here or not, dealing with the domestic violence situation, still dealing with that. Um, uh, Finally, facing what actually happened, what could have wound up happening, dealing with, you know, dealing with that, um, making this drastic move, being subjected to, the extremes of, oh my gosh, I haven't had this or what have you, or experienced this since I was a kid, while at the same time also reeling with the fact that I'm dealing with loss. So much loss. I lost everything. And I remind myself that I didn't lose everything. I still have my life. I can rebuild. And what's most important is her. I didn't lose her. But it's been a lot to take in, too. I lost my home. I'm someplace completely new. I feel like a fish out of water. Not only do I not know anything, with this job, I don't know the area, don't know the culture, and I feel like I'm just trying to hold on to anything with myself. I'm losing myself. And what's sad is that it's what I wanted, and yet I'm still holding on. So I feel like I'm dealing with that. I know I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself. I haven't even been here 2 months. Next week will make 2 months. Yeah. It's been a lot. Let's face it. I have. And I'm pushing myself a lot, and I know. I know it. I've been through so much. It's like I got here and gave myself a little bit of time, physically, basically physically, not a whole lot mentally to recoup. And I hit the ground running with putting in job applications and got the job. And it's all coming at me. I know I've been coming to the breaking point. I know that. And my body being, I'm just feeling so sore. And that warrior spirit in me, too. Doesn't help matters. That warrior spirit. Never lets me give up. I get that from my mother. That drive. I'm glad I got it from her. It's one of the things I've always despised about my father. Always giving up too much, but it's also something I despise about my mother. Not knowing when to quit. And now I have both in me. And I have to learn how to balance that. That's what this moon is about. Shining the light on where I'm lacking. But where I need to work on things. But also learning how to see it in others and recognizing that and knowing that they don't see it. But yeah. I know what I need to do. Yeah. Yeah, right. It has been a lot. It has been a lot. But on the plus side, I have kind of made a little bit of a friend at work. He's a nice guy. We're about the same age. And he's in the same boat. Yeah. He's working in a different department. But he's also new. He was in the training the other day. It's the same guy that we both thought that we both were old-time employees and couldn't find out, oh, we've both been there about the same amount of time. So, yeah, he's in the same boat. I need to take a step back. And I'm basically the one who has to take the step back with being the enlightened one. Let's put it that way. I hate saying it that way because it makes me like, I'm enlightened. No, it's not that. Being the one, yeah, you need to stop scratching. Yeah, I'm holding your foot because you need to stop scratching. I know it. Here. She's driving me nuts. I need to get her in and find out what's going on with her ears. Next paycheck. Top priority. Aside from some other things. But anyway, the reason why I say that is because I'm the one who's taken the step back out of the stress, looking at it from that different perspective and being like, okay, this is what I'm lacking. Not where I'm lacking, but what I'm lacking in. I need to force them to see, okay, this is what I'm lacking in. You need to take that step back and remember what it was like for you when you were first starting, not knowing any systems or anything, and go and looking at it from that perspective. And that's basically what I was trying to do that first day, but it's not clicking. When I had said, you have to look at this from as though it's a blank sheet of paper. That's basically what I was trying to get across, and it's not clicking. Yeah, I know what I need to do. And also, I have to recognize in myself where my brain is. In some ways, shut it down. Not really that, but because it's creepy. It like last night, it was in some ways it was creeping in, but it was creeping in because of the frustrations that I've been feeling there. So it's all getting jumbled up together. Because I'm trying to make sense of it all, is what it boils down to. I'm trying to make sense of it all. And wondering if maybe it's playing a part in it. And I'll acknowledge it probably is, because in some ways that makes sense. I'm figuring that out. But at the same point, it's now I'm starting to wonder if it's not really having an influence. It's just the way my brain is trying to make sense of what's happening there. Trying to put blame on myself when the blame isn't myself. It's how things are happening. I know what I'm saying. That's what matters most. Oh, that felt good, stretching my legs. Okay. I'm not somebody who gives up easily. Too damn headstrong. All right. I have been coming at it from a wrong direction, though. Because I know I'm the one I know which direction they're coming from. I'm the one who has to force them to have it come in a direction that makes more sense to the student, instead of constantly from their point of view. I need to force them to change the perspective. And it helps that I'm forcing myself to look at things from their perspective. Because I have been there. Yeah, I see it. Okay, I know what I need to do. It reminds me, I need to find some picture frames for those. I'm looking right at them. It's all right. Getting there. Getting there. Getting there. Because I'm a smart girl. I'm a smart woman. I know I can do this. I just have to change that perspective. It's all making sense now. All right. I know what I need to do. And I'm hungry and I need to eat so I can get myself to work. At least I don't have to worry about a shower today. Just clean myself up. I can't take showers every day. My body just, my skin and my hair just gets so dried out. I just wash up a little bit. So I don't stink. Just wash up those little problem areas, basically. But yeah, I know. And I need to work on my taxes too a little bit more, a little bit by little bit. Isn't that right? Yeah, you silly girl. You looking at me. You want to say hi? Here. Everybody want to say hi to the little stinker girl? Here she is. There she is. She knows mommy's frustrated. Yeah. And I know. I see it all now. Yeah. Of course, I'll get into work and then be like, but no, part of it is me needing to tell them, no, stop. Stop. Boundaries. People pleasing. It's always been an issue with me. At Gemini South Node. I need to assert myself a little bit more too. Yeah, I see it all now. I see it. I need it tonight. All right, let's do this. And I'm hungry. Love you guys. Thanks for the talk, by the way. That's why I do these videos. It isn't just for you guys. It's also it's a journal, folks. Okay? And if you don't like it, don't watch. All right? I don't give a fuck. It's my video. It's my channel. It's my blog and everything. It's a journal. Okay? Well, then write it down. Well, it doesn't necessarily work out that way for me a lot. Okay? Yeah, I do keep a written journal. But I actually do better with these because I'm somebody who has to talk things out. Writing things out doesn't always necessarily work for me. To actually talking it out, I do a lot better. Bouncing things off. I do better that way. So I can figure it out. Figure things out that have to be figured out. Thanks for the talk, by the way. I love you guys. I do appreciate it. I'll talk to you all soon. Love you.